What's good with it in the hood with it? Welcome back to the collective clips where you already know we tas. Do you want to tas? We just we just tas. Get it in. Welcome back to another adventure of Super Norteno where you already know, man. We about to get to the intro. Let's go. Whopping. Welcome back. And if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, make sure you go ahead and do that. Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directing the direction of the dope content that the gun stays kicking. And I appreciate the support. So, part two, are you ready? I dropped the video on Friday. Part one, everybody was jonesing all weekend. Whopping? Whopping in part two? You kicking with the Southsiders now. You don't want to do a part two. Look, I do kick with some Southsiders. They're cool peoples, right? But we're going to get to part two in a Huelga fashion, whopping fashion, right? So if you guys recall and you remember part one, man, Ricky's on freeze. Ricky's in the Stanislaus County Jail. He goes in there with, of course, old fucking dumbass. Hey, brother. What you gonna do, brother, when I get caught up with a Norteno and my people put me on freeze too, right? He goes in there with Roach. They get caught up, right? And now Ricky has some baggage. First of all, he's in there with the wood. That's up to no good, brother, right? And he goes in there. And so here's what happens with nitpicky Norteños. When you're already on freeze or there's already fucking something bad going on with your name, they're going to look for any reason to apply pressure, right? So they're going to apply pressure. So Ricky goes in there, and because those homeboys from Sanjo had dicked him up, basically they threw his name out there, said that he wasn't with the business like he should have been with the business. It's starting to float around. Now, we know, if you watched part one, like I know, that wasn't the case, right? That they basically left him hanging. But at the same time, homeboys from Sanjo, they always get a little bit more of the benefit of the doubt. That's how it even was when I was in YA. Like, you're on the compa with a whole bunch of homeboys from Sanjo. It's a Sanjo thing, straight up. They'd be like, hey, you ain't even a homeboy and shit. Why? Because you're not from Sanjo. It's kind of like Southsiders in LA. Vatos from LA don't like anyone. They always, what's that old saying? Everybody wants to be from LA, right? I used to tell upstaters when I'd see them, man, before I fought them, I'd give them a little game. I'd be like, hey, let me give you a little game before we throw chingazos. They'd be like, what's up, best? I said, you're wearing an LA hat, but you're not from LA. Let's go, right? Hike. And I'd get off where I was mad at. Now, so Ricky finds himself caught up with the homeboys. Now, Stanislaus County is much different from Merced County, right? In Merced County, he would already been killed, straight up. Stanislaus County is going to give you a little bit of benefit of the doubt. The homeboys from Modesto, you know what I'm saying? Oakdale. You got homeboys from Riverbank, Ceres, Turlock, all that. They're all right there. Salida, chilling. Now, they're dangerous. Modesto's dangerous, especially them homeboys from deep south side or the homeboys from the west side boys. They're just with the program. Everybody in Modesto got the wiggleization. So as he goes in there, the homeboys got him on straight up freeze. But they're not going to make a move on you unless somebody tells them to. Now, with Ricky, because he's such a cat, he's like, what? This is the story he told me. He was in there. The homeboys are lying. They're lying on me, right? They're not necessarily going to let you know why they put you on free. Sometimes you know why, because you get due process. Sometimes you just don't. In this case, someone told him, like, hey, bro, there's a fucking instance. A couple homeboys from Sanjo are saying this. And we're they're cowards. That's a fucking cowardice act, right? He's over there talking. They're like, hey, yeah, you violated this bond. You violated that. Ricky's like, I didn't never violate the bail bonds. They never came to my house to arrest me. They're like, no, stupid ass. I didn't violate the Constitution. God bless America. Go Trump, right? He's different. So anyways, he goes through a little hardship, man. And he gets a little disillusioned and he calls my tia. And I'm over there eating, right? Because she just fucking hooking it up. Hey, she got on this trip where she can make a turkey leg like no other. Have you ever seen a fat chick in a turkey leg? I haven't either. It's usually gone by the time you get there, right? She's that motherfucker like, that's whopping, right? I'm like, God damn, the pit bulls over there fucking the bulls up, just doing their thing. So I'm over there eating turkey bone and literally turkey bone, trying to get whatever meat I can out the bone because she's over there chewing as she's brewing. And the phone rings, and my dad answers, who the fuck is calling my house at this time of the night? And I can hear, whooping, it's only 6 o'clock, right? That's the time when I'm usually slamming. What are you doing? Mijo, I fucking missed you. You know that your grandma kept a check from me. She said she's not going to give it to you. Get out because she already knows I'm going to spend it at the casino. I told her, I don't even fucking go to the casino anymore. But I do. But I just told her that. Anyways, what are you doing, you son of a bitch? What? I say, is that Rick? She's like, let me talk to him. Yeah. Wait a hold it. This is my phone, you bitch. I'm talking to my son. Here, your fucking primo wants to talk to you, stupid ass. And so I'm like, what's up, fool? He's like, whooping. I could tell by the tone of his voice, he doesn't have that high Mickey Mouse voice, right? Whooping. I said, you tell me whopping, motherfucker. Why you acting like that? Are you in PC or what? Whooping, right? Oh, no, Rick, don't say it ain't so, right? Like, I can do it, but you can't do it, Rick. What are you doing? He's like, no, I'm going to take whopping, man. The homies are tripping, though. What do I do, right? I said, take flight. Here I am trying to pump him up, right? Take flight, man. Don't be going out like that. He's like, no. I said, hey, is there any of the homeboys right there? He's on the phone. He's like, yeah, you want to talk to a homeboy? So I talked to a homeboy. The homeboy's from the East Side Airport. I'm like, what's up, bro? And I immediately, when someone tells me East Side Airport, Modesto, I start talking about Chango that I was locked up with, Lisandro Lopez. Shout out my boy, right? He's like, oh, yeah, I know the homeboy Chango. That's a good ass homie right there. Whoa, yeah. I get him comfortable, right? I know how to work this shit. I'm like, hey, that's my primo right there, homie. That's a solid homeboy. And then I break him down the store, and he's like, oh, that's not what we heard, bro. We heard this. I said, look, I'm telling you right now, the homie's good, man. And my primo's down. Like, give him a knife. He'll make him do something. I'm over trying to fuck his life up. Ricky's over there like, whooping, yeah, I'll do it. Is there any Southsiders in there? Fuck it, I'll do it to a Northern that hangs around with Southsiders, like my primo. Right? And so my tia's in the background. Tell him I fucking said send me something for canteen. Bring me something like that kid Tommy Guns took his canteen with them. Tell Ricky bring it with them. That son of a bitch. I want one of, what do they have? The peach twist. Bring me some peach twist. And bring me a couple of, what is that one? The Bushy Creek, the roast beef. I love me some beef. Where's the beef? Right? I'm like, oh, fuck. So the homies are like, all right, I'm going to get at the homie right here. So they get at him. And Ricky gets pulled off freeze. He gets pulled off freeze because I guess they get us some homeboys from Sanho too. And like, they're doing their due diligence. And he gets pulled off freeze, and it is what it is. Well, meanwhile, Roach been out already, right? I don't know how. I'm not going to say, brother, that he told, brother, but there was a lot of meth and coffee going on there. He was in that interrogation room like, it was the essay, it was the essay, it was the essay. N.A. I mean the N.A., right? So I don't know what he did, but Ricky tells me, whooping, I heard Roach got out. I said, how do you know Roach got out? I heard it through the grapevine, right? Let me see what's going on, right? So I pull up on Roach next day, right? So I didn't know he got pulled off free. He didn't get pulled off freeze immediately. It doesn't work that way, but whatever. He gives the phone back to my cousin. I talk like this. Hey, where are you going, you son of a bitch? I said, hey, I'm going to go back to the pad. I got chorro from the fucking turkey leg. I'll be back. She was like, my food tastes good. I said, I wouldn't know. You eat all of it. But anyways, I'm going to go to the pad, shower and shit. I'm going to go check out Roach. She was like, oh, the fuck out. The white man, huh? He got out. Let me guess. He's out. He's eating unspiced meatloaf, and he's doing fucking mad. Tell him to come by, drop by, and give me long weenie. Tell him that. Tell him I said that. Tell him he ain't all that. But he could get all that if he wants, right? So I said, all right, yeah, let me. So the next day I pull up on Roach. Roach is in the front yard trying to be a mechanic. He went through this phase where his mechanic game was real, right? This motherfucker would, hey, brother, you got rubber bands? I said, you need a socket wrench or do you need some sockets or what do you need? Oh, bro, I need rubber bands. Yeah, brother, look, I learned that with go-karts, you can keep the tires from like locking up if you use rubber bands. I said, yeah, but bro, those are going to break. Bro, I don't give a fuck if they break. I'm not riding it, right? I'm like, oh, man, but what about the people that pay for it? Again, fuck them and you. Who got rubber bands? I said, well, I'm not known for carrying rubber bands around. Well, you got, what is that called? A Pongolian? I said, a Mongolian. Get a rubber band out of that, brother. That shit'll work. I'm like, all right, here. Fuck it. That motherfucker's twisting. He's just different. That motherfucker, hey, have you ever seen someone have a wrench in one hand and a pipe in the other? He's like that. Hey, every time he turns this way, he turns that way. He's like that. Hey, the twist and twirl. We used to call him the twist and twirler. Roach is like, brother, no one smokes like I smoke. Who could outsmoke me? Watch this. Hold it in. Right, he's going crazy. You have to see through the fog to see Roach. So anyways, he's in the front yard fucking doing whatever he's doing, and I pull up, and as soon as I pull up, he gets up and he like speed walks to the backyard. I'm like, what the fuck? I was just there to say what's up. So I speed walk through the side of his thing. I remember he had all these bushes and shit I had to climb through. I'm getting all muddy. My Ben Davises are all fucked up. I'm like, Roach, where you going? He's like, brother, I had to come back here for a minute. Don't come back here. I'm smoking and taking a piss at the same time, right? Which that motherfucker pulled his shit on. He was like, every time he shook, he spun, right? And so he comes around the corner. He's like, oh, I didn't even see you come. I said, you see me, motherfucker. You looked right in my eyes. I went like this. You turned around and walked away. He's like, brother, if this is about your primo, I don't fuck with him no more. You know what I'm saying? I real talk, I almost got whacked behind him. I said, what happened, bro? He said, brother, so I went to the county jail. Come to find out, a lot of the brothers right there, a lot of the Goodwoods, they fuck with the Nortenos. So they weren't tripping off me being with the Norteno, but I came in with a dicked up Norteno. I said, what do you mean? Your cousin, he's all bad. He's all bad. I said, no, Rick's good. I just thought he was right down the pop function with the homeboy. What are you talking about? Brother, listen to the words coming out. Wait, let me smoke it. Because I can say it faster and you can decipher it better. I say it fast, so listen fast. He's no good. I'm like, what happened, bro? He's like, I don't know, man, but they said they got him on like freeze or standby or on the shelf or, I don't know, man, the way he's a fucking lame. I said, he's not a lame. Don't be doing Rick like that, bro. I'll fucking gonna sock you. Brother, I wish you would. Wait up, let me hit it again, right? So come to find out when he gets in there, there's some woods that are in communication with some of the Northerners, right? And they're telling them, hey, bro, that dude that you came with, he's, in their words, because woods are different. If you're no good, you're no good. See, Northerners will put you on freeze, on ice. They got to question it. They got to give you due process. Southerners do kind of the same thing. They're going to check up what's going on, make some phone calls, figure out the homie's good or not before they whack you, right? Same thing with Northerners. With Woods, brother, he's lame. Straight up. I was with him in Old Folsom, and I'm going to tell you right now, he was sucking chora. Right? Was he? I don't know, but that's what I heard. Right? So if you hear it, what you hear probably made him the queer. I'm like, whoa, you can't say that. I did. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do when Roach comes crashing down inside of you? I said, well, ain't that the same thing you said he did and he got whacked for? Yeah, brother, but it's me. And you know I don't really get down like that. Unless, right? We're gonna leave that for part 3. So I'm like, oh no, I'm cool. So he was under the assumption, these dudes, that because Ricky was put on ice, because he was on the shelf, on freeze, that he was no good. And they were giving Roach a hard time. Why are you out there running around with people that are lame, brother, right? Roach is like, brother, if I would have knew it from the bottom of my fucking black heart, brother, and I say that in a white way, right? If I would have known that, I would have killed him myself. I see you wouldn't have did shit. Ricky would have beat the holy hell out of you. Look, brother, he has hands. He has hands, but he has no heart. Because he went in there trying to plea bargain. I heard the whole story. He's in that motherfucker talking about whopping. I'm going to tell you whopping. I almost got killed behind your stupid ass. That's whopping. You know what I'm saying? When you get out, you're going to get a us whopping. That's what's going to happen. And if not, I'm going to go fuck your mother. I'm like, oh, no, you're not going to do that. Even though she just say what's up and to slide by the house. But we're going to take that privilege away right now. Because you ain't going to be talking about Rick like that. About a month later, Rick gets out. I have to go pick him up. Yes, Tommy Guns, I went and picked my primo up. You know what I'm saying? You could tell by the writing on the wall, I was there to pick him up. So he comes out the county. He's in the old county, too. This is old school. This is downtown Modesto, right? I don't know if it's J Street or what street that is right there. Might be J. Anyways, he gets out. I'm right there. Whooping. And guess what? The homie said I'm clear. I said, I already know you're going to be clear, fool. You ain't done nothing wrong. So we slide. Now, I got homeboys from San Jose. I got a homeboy that was majorly thick in the game in San Jose, right? And he hangs around one of my primos that was staying out there. I have a primo that does construction. He used to work for a place called, what was it, man? I forget the construction business, but he was like doing big. He was an apprentice. He was in the union. And so because he was doing like a 7-year job, because anyone that's been in the union, you know, big construction businesses, they fucking do like 7-10-year jobs. He had one in San Juan. He had moved from Newark to San Juan, which is right around the corner anyways, but he had got him a condo downtown. And so he functioned and fucked with a lot of the big homies, like big time out of San Jose. And so he happens to be chilling with one's at his pad. And I was like, hey, let me talk to that dude. So I tell him, I'm like, hey, bro, look, I got a primo. Because I'm always trying to look out for Rick. You look out for your family, right? My therapist said, make sure you hold his hand when you guys are walking. So that way, because that fucker, he'll bump his head. Hey, you don't know how many times I dropped him on his fucking head when he was little. And now it's just like he's allergic to it. He just bumps it everywhere he walks. It's like, whopping. So make sure you hold his hand. I said, I'm not holding a fucking grown man's hand. Well, fucking have him put his, I don't know what you're going to do. Put him on a leash. Act like he's a bulldog, right? I'm like, look out for your cousin. You need to take care of him because last time he seen a catfish and he just jumped in the fucking canal and tried to catch it like that. My cousin's known to do stupid shit like that. He'd be like, look, it's a carp. Whoopin'! And he's in, right? So I'm always, in my mind, since we're lit, I've always looked out for him. And I'm talking to the homeboy. I say, hey, let me talk to the homeboy from San Juan. I tell my other primo. He's like, all right. I'm like, hey, bro, I run it down. Hey, look, there's a couple of homeboys from this barrio. This is what they did. Scandalous. And he's like, homie, he was like, you know, they're placazos. You got I give them their little 5-on-5 that I know, right? What I know about them. He's like, yeah, I'm going to get at their barrio. I'm going to get at the channel of their barrio. We're going to make something happen. So this is what happens. They want to talk to Rick. They want Rick to confront him. So I get the phone call from my primo, who the homie's there. He's like, hey, can you guys pull up? And I'm thinking to Rick, oh, we're going to get whacked. like they're gonna fucking try to kill us or something, bro. Because San Jose sticks together. They're thick as thieves, right? And so I remember telling my primo, he was like, "Whoop it! I don't give a fuck. I'm down. Are you down?" I said, "Motherfucker, I'm doing this for you. I shouldn't be down. You know what I'm saying? I want to be down like a Brandy song, but then again, I don't like Moesha. I don't know what the fuck to say, right?" And so he's like, "Whoopin', are you gonna take me or what? I'll fucking ride a moped. I'll go to Roach's house." I said, "Yeah, well, you owe Roach a ass whooping. He was saying some bad things. What did he say? Right? Did he put me on blast?" I said, "Yeah, he put you on. Brother, you're lame." That's what he said, right? In that dialect, with that accent, while he was twirling. So you know it was serious. So he's like, "Well, we'll deal with that when I get back. I don't give a fuck. He kicks it with Southsiders anyways. I'm gonna treat him like a degenerate." Right? I'm like, "Okay, all right, calm down, Mr. fucking heart check. We're gonna go. We're gonna pick up the homeboy Sharky. We're gonna pick up the homeboy Cam. We're gonna go." So I pick up a couple homeboys. I ain't going bolo. I ain't stupid. This San Jose, man. They'll wreck your career out there. So we ride out there. We meet in these dudes' neighborhood. They're there. They're out of this park, right? They're looking all high powered too. Super fucking mad dog, lentes on. One got some Mongolian. The other one fucking, he's got like a frontward fucking haircut because he's going bald. Like, it's just weird. And Ricky gets up, "What the way you talk about me?" Ricky wants to catch the fade, but no red on red, right? We're not there for that. We're there for the confront. So they start telling their story. And the dude from Song, there's like two big OGs, and they're like, "All right, the one that I talked to, and like his camarada, his homeboy." And come to find out, trip out on this, they figure out that the dudes were bullshitting. The dudes like kind of go back on the story. "Well, it wasn't like that, but you know how we get down, homie." And so you could tell that they're doing Sanho thing versus Ricky, who's doing a Gustine thing, right? Who's doing a fucking job. "I just want to fit in thing. Whooping." But Ricky's down. And the homeboy's like, "I like this cat, bro." He's like, "They're about to fucking different." He just cats out. Ricky right there talking like, with his hands like this, talking about, "You guys fucking know you're lying. You almost got me whacked. My desktop, they almost whacked me. Is that a fucking Southsider? Fuck you, man. Fuck you." And just going crazy, right? And so the homeboys basically are, "Hey, look, bro." And he's cleared already in the county, but that's one thing about being on freeze or being having your name in other people's mouths and they're smutting your name up. Everywhere you go, you're gonna have to get. I've seen dudes that were good on a yard and they go to another yard and they get questioned on the same shit, and then they go to another yard and they get questioned on the same shit. That shit's hard to shake, man. It's hard to shake the tail feather. There's always in that BNLs. There's always gonna be a question mark by your name. You're gonna be on ice. You're gonna be in question, right? I remember one homeboy. He came from, look at true story. I'm in Susanville. He was a white homeboy. He had just got there with me. We pulled up, big homie too, a monster. And I was like, "Yeah, I'm glad this motherfucker's here." And we went to the oil, right? I came from Tracy. He had come from San Quentin. Somehow we fucking picked him up. And oh no, he was already on the bus when I got on. So they had picked him up. Bam, we chop it up. We end up in fucking ad seg because they're doing ad seg overflow for the Nortenos. They're flipping the yard. So he's going through the whole shit. He gets to 5-5. He gets cleared, right? We get to the same building. When we get to the building, the homeboys want to recheck shit. The homeboys want to start checking again. One of the homeboys was all super high power. He ended up getting whacked later on, but he wanted to recheck shit again. Whatever. You ain't got nothing to hide. You ain't got nothing to hide. Let's do this. It comes up that when that dude was in San Quentin, he was in question for some irregular fucking activity, right? This dude knows it. I don't know it, right? His cell's all the way on the other side across from mine. I'm communicating sign language. You know what I'm saying? "What's up, fool?" All that. And I could see he's being a little shy to come to his window. And I'm like, "Man, this ain't like him. This dude's like with it." He goes, fakes a heart attack. I see him the next time in the oil. Like, "What happened to you, fools?" "I don't know. I had heart murmurs." "No, you didn't. What you had is you had being on ice murmurs. You knew that whatever you did over there, that was going to catch up to you." Like I said, it was a perfect example of it doesn't matter where you go. It's always going to follow you. So these dudes in Soho, they end up clearing fucking Ricky. So this is the one time that I can tell you that I seen red on red after the red on red shit sanctioned. Okay. We're going to get into part 3 with that. I'm going to let you guys know this story continues, right? What happened? Oh, you think 2 guys versus Ricky is didn't happen? Shit. Everybody got paid. And I mean everybody. With that being said, if you guys are ready, hit a 1 for part 3, man. We'll drop that tomorrow or the next day, but more than likely tomorrow. And guess what? Yesterday, I was supposed to bless you guys with a bedtime story. I got sidetracked with my children. Dispense, I'm a father first, man, and it's always going to be like that. Hey, I could promise you guys the world, man, but if my kid wants a fucking a banana split, well, guess where we're going? Let's go to Dairy Queen, right? That's just how that goes. And I think you guys respect that. Anyways, with that being said, number 3 tomorrow, man. Part 3, hit a 1, thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. And believe in part 3, there's a cold twist. I'll just tell you this. Ricky wasn't always right. He was not always right. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys go tap in with Gunners Collective TV. Go support the channel. Go show me some love. I appreciate, and I'm very humbled by everyone that continues to support the Super Norteno channel, because that's basically what this has turned into. You know, Ricky done took this over. Pepe's going to get his issue too. We will be dropping a new Super Sureño series soon, exclusively all of Pepe shenanigans. I know I've done videos about Pepe, but he needs his own thing. Que no? This is the gun. Bang, bang.